Hey, Jeff here, and let's talk about sharks. A lot of times when people think about sharks, they think about things that are pretty negative. They think about shark attacks, like swimming out in the ocean and getting taken down by a shark, things like that. A lot of this stuff stems from that 1975 film Jaws. Thanks, Steven Spielberg. For a good part of my life growing up, I lived on a lake, and I was even terrified of a shark attack, even though that was impossible, right? When you normally think about sharks, you think about them living in the ocean or seas, but there is a type of shark known as the bull shark that can live in all sorts of types of water, from salty water to brackish waters to fresh water for a certain period of time. This ability is known as euryhaline, and this has led to many sightings of bull sharks in places you wouldn't expect, from Illinois to Missouri to a golf course. So stay tuned in this video and we're going to explore some strange shark sightings all around the world. Before we get too far into these sightings, we gotta talk about the bull shark a little bit. The bull shark gets its name from its aggressive behavior and its broad and bulky shape. It's a very scary looking shark. It's a shark that's actually known for most attacks on humans, not the great white shark as depicted in Jaws. Bull sharks mostly inhabit the shallow coastal waters, and they also will go up rivers where like the brackish water happens there, where the salt water and the fresh water meet. They can inhabit that and even travel up those rivers pretty far. One such instance of this far up traveling happened in 1937, so far before the movie Jaws and far before the popularization of the scary shark. People were obviously still afraid of sharks. It wasn't like sharks weren't attacking people prior to Jaws. The story goes that in Alton, Illinois, which is over 200 miles north of St. Louis, or pretty far north up there in the Mississippi River, two fishermen, Herbert Cope and Dudge Collins, were fishing, and something was attacking their traps. It kept just destroying their traps. They're like, well, let's build a bigger trap for this. There must be a big muskie around here or something that's getting our traps. So they built a bigger trap, a stronger trap, and put some raw chicken guts in there. Lo and behold, they ended up catching a bull shark, a 5-foot, 85-pound bull shark. So not the biggest bull shark ever. They can get over 10 feet or close to 10 feet, but that's still a pretty good sized shark, especially all the way up in Illinois. I'll show on the map how far from the ocean that is. That's a pretty far travel up the Mississippi River. Even with the photographic evidence from 1937, people are still very skeptical this actually happened, since no other sharks were ever caught in the area. One of the theories is, and now remember, this was 1937, was that the fishermen drove down from Illinois all the way down to a coastal area, caught a bull shark, and drove it all the way back up to Illinois and showed it off to everyone as like a fishing story for notoriety. Nowadays, I'd believe that because people do anything for clout, but I don't know if I can believe that theory. Like, why would they do that? Why would you try to prove there's sharks in the water if you're not going to like monetize it? Like, it's not like an old schemey thing where they're making a new amusement park based on the shark or something. So I'm not too sure this theory holds much water. Robert Honke, the Alton Marina director, is even a skeptic that the photo is real and that the actual story happened. He was quoted saying, "I actually wish the bull shark catch story was true because it's a fun, neat story." He's just still skeptical about it, which I don't blame him, because catching a shark that far north is crazy, but it's not the only time it's happened. That's right, it's actually happened more recently, in 1995 to be more exact. A bull shark was found in an intake canal at the Rush Island Power Station in Festus, Missouri, which is just off the Mississippi River again. Unfortunately, I could not find any photographic evidence of this one, but I could find many articles talking about it, which is very strange, because you'd think someone would have taken a photo of a bull shark stuck in a turbine. That's a pretty good photo op. I mean, think of that selfie opportunity, but it was 1995, so maybe someone didn't take a picture of it, I'm not too sure. This second sighting in 1995 was further south of the Mississippi River, and Mississippi River is no stranger to having bull sharks in it. I'll show a video right now of that actually happening.
It's a bull shark. Yes! It's a little pup is what it is. This is the most common size that you're gonna catch. It doesn't mean that the big ones don't come up in here. I'm trying to just ease him up a little bit. There we go, that's all we're gonna do. We're not gonna drag you any further. Oh, he's coming right up to us. Right there, and I got him by the back of the tail here. And I can keep him under control, but he might still buck on me. It's a decent little pup. Bull shark back into the river because they're like, don't release them back into fresh water. If I kept that shark, I'd be breaking the law.
Seeing somebody catch a shark on the Mississippi River is a very strange sighting for me because I've seen the Mississippi River tons and tons of times and I think of a shark in there, but this guy who just caught that shark that I showed you, he's a lot further south on the Mississippi, closer to the ocean where like the younger bull sharks will actually swim up, and if the little ones are up there, the big ones probably are too. Not only does the Mississippi River have sharks in it, but also the Potomac River can have sharks in it. Yeah, that's right, the Potomac River that's over by Washington, D.C., there's been sharks caught out of that. Even an 8-foot shark. That's wild. I'll show the video right now. It is pure potato quality, and I'm very sorry about that. I didn't make the video, but here it is.
Stand next to him. All right.
Now that shark is a full-grown shark because it probably just came in just a few miles, if that, from the actual ocean, so it's a pretty big one, not like the little one that guy caught in the Mississippi River. It should be noted there's never been an actual shark attack in the Potomac River or the Chesapeake Bay, so keep that in the back of your mind. It's not that common, but it could happen. These sharks could be lingering around. Now to the part of the video that got me started on all this research. Sharks on a golf course. No, it's not the plot to Caddyshack 3, Here Comes Sharknado, it's a real thing. And how this happened was in 1996, there was flooding around the Carbrook Golf Course in Carbrook, Logan City, Australia. This caused the Logan River to flood and brought over some of these bull sharks that inhabited one of the lakes on the golf course. This lake was a 51-acre lake that got about 45 feet deep, or about 15 meters deep, and it inhabited at least 6 sharks at its peak. Besides the bull sharks, it was also home to many different species of fish, but before I talk about those, here's a video of some people feeding these bull sharks.
You know, people pay a fortune to get it close to a shark.
Yeah.
Look here, look. There you go. How good go?
Watch it, there's 2 of them.
You get me with the club on it?
Yeah.
Okay, put that on YouTube.
I don't know if I would have believed any of the news articles I was reading if I didn't see that video of people actually feeding the sharks and like pushing the meat around with like their golf clubs and stuff. That was just a wild experience. Researchers have said that even without people feeding the sharks, they had plenty of food within. So let's see what kind of food our toothy tenants had to eat. The lake was filled with all sorts of fish, from tarpon to bream to mangrove, jacks, and even mullet. Yeah, those are fish names and not names of 90s pro wrestlers. Bull sharks are known for their huge appetite to keep up their energy levels because they're constantly moving, so the sharks had to consume tons and tons of fish, so they sure did with all of those different options on the table. The sharks were absolutely loved on the golf course. Scott Wagstaff, the club's general manager, was quoted by saying, "Every single member here just loves the sharks," he told the Times newspaper. If that's not saying something, I don't know what is. That's pretty cool. I mean, can you imagine golfing and you see a shark jumping out of the water, just out of like a pond or something? That'd be really, really cool. Wagstaff said during his time as a manager, he had even seen a bull shark jump completely out of the water and spin as they land. Now that's pretty cool. I've seen fish jump out of the water like that, but to see a shark, man, that'd be so cool. And especially on a golf course, like that's wild. Sadly, there was more flooding in 2013, and after that, the sightings started to slow down, and after 2015, there were no new sightings. Locals believe that the flooding in 2013 maybe washed the sharks back into the river and back out into the ocean, while others believe they were illegally fished out over time and poached, which is probably more likely, sadly. Humans suck. The 17-year tenure of the bull sharks on the golf course was one of the longest stays in an isolated body of water in recorded history and shows the true adaptability of bull sharks. So next time you're taking a dip out in a lake or a river that's connected to the Mississippi River or the ocean, just keep it in the back of your mind that a bull shark shark could be lurking underneath your toes. And with that, you've come to the end of the video, and if you're a regular around here, this is a different kind of video for me, so make sure you let me know down below if you liked it, and while you're down there, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you haven't yet, because I'm Jeff, and I want to keep bringing stuff to you that I find on the internet. So until next time, goodbye, see you later, I can't wait till I see you again.